Osh. Onegaishimasu. I am not in the mood today, but we train anyway. So, welcome in. I'm just going to warm up a little bit while we wait for people to filter in. Dennis, welcome. I always love it when you start the board off strong. I appreciate you. See, now it's regular enough that it goes on the board first. How you doing, Dennis? How's your Tuesday? How am I doing? It's been a long day. Wow. Oil up 2 minutes after stream starts. I think that's a record. I'm pretty sure that's a record. What martial art is this? This is karate, the art of the empty hand. Squowsy says, I'm a buff baby that can dance like a man. I think that applies to me too. Hello, Jillian. How are you? You're the chillest sensei on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Can you do the tornado kick? Hey, brother. Hey, daddy. Hello. Weak. Okay, well, whatever. Tornado kick. I'm not warmed up at all, but you're talking about that one? Yes, I can. Maybe we'll get there today. What is this? Cat in a box? I like that. You pretty? Oh, thank you. I'm nice and lean too, so if you think I'm pretty now, just wait until I take the gi top off, okay? All right, I'm gonna keep getting warm. You guys can tell me how beautiful I am, or how karate's fake, or whatever. I like to do this is one I don't see a lot. Call it patting yourself on the back, right? But gets that tricep stretch in a kind of dynamic way. It's pretty good. Okay. I'm going to keep up on chat tonight. Okay, Jillian? I'm doing fine, I guess. Hiya! Jillian and Carla trying to find an internet husband. They're not the only ones, okay? Why you bald? Tell me, please. Well, Maricela, I'm bald because I have begun losing my hair. It's not really that bad, But essentially, one of my coworkers dared me to shave my head. I did. And then when it came back in, it didn't come back in here. And I was like, guess this is forever. You're scared. Are you a better dancer or karate master? Probably. Oh, that's hard. I think they're probably kind of the same. I'm madly in love with you. Thank you, Dylan McQuaid. I appreciate that. I'm doing okay. It's been a very bad day, but we train regardless, right? Okay. I'm getting a couple blocks and punches. Have you ever put a ghost in a headlock? No, I'm cool with the ghosts personally. Um, can you do an Oryuken? Yes, but it's so deadly that I can't possibly show you. You need me, Dylan? Well, I'm right here, baby. Sexy Andrew Tate. I mean, I'll take it. That's also gonna get Andrew Tate started for the night, okay? That's one. We got the sexy qualifier. Usually it's a Timu Tate, Andrew Tate, um, you know, bottom G, I get a lot, but you're on the board. Okay. Hey, Carla. Hey. Show me your stuff. I will do it. He's what happens when you try and buy Nicolas Cage on Timu. Okay. Nick Cage goes on the board nice and early. Give you a shot of the top of the dome, okay? Nick Cage on the board. Written backwards for your viewing pleasure. Do it now. Do it now. S. Barter says, I always take out all my angst late at night in the dojo. I get it. And that's what people don't understand. Sometimes just wailing on something really therapeutic. Do you rack discipline? I don't know. Nice sound effects. How long have you been doing martial arts? I started when I was like 10, so like over 25 years. Are you familiar with Drunken Master style? Yes. You can't even get a wife and children. Oh, I could. See, it's interesting when the trolls come in here and within 10 seconds they just blurt out something like, you don't have a job. I do, but you know what I mean? Like they always shout out some random thing. I get it. You're trying to take me down a level, but Nick Cage, bald Nick Cage. Mark 1 for insult. Sir, you're projecting very loudly. Okay. Oh boy. If only you knew how badly you were telling on yourself. Okay. See, and everyone's got to qualify it with bald. I just look like, if I had hair, I'd look like Nick Cage too. Chris Judd. Interesting vote, Jillian. You're on the board. Show us the hog. Someone said hog reveal. I heard someone say hog reveal too. The crybaby is me says, please stop filming and go get my DoorDash. You'll have to punch through your door to get it from me. An albino milk dud with eyebrows. Are you a black belt in karate? Oh yeah. I've actually got here. I'll do the belt reveal. Hog reveal's a bit much. 11 minutes into stream. Okay, but you know I got this guy. I got this guy. Okay. Kung Fu fighting. Yeah, well, you know, karate comes from Kung Fu originally. Maybe the mini-me from Austin Powers. Don't get mad. Krillin from Dragon Ball. Bojack says, show hole. Why don't you show Bojack? Okay, Krillin. Yes, I love that one. You know, not the strongest guy, the baldest, certainly, but he had some OP powers. Fucking Destructo Disc, right? Almost took Frieza out. He probably could have if he had done a little bit better. Fucking Solar Flare, Flashbang. It's slept on, right? It's not max damage, but it works. I like that. Okay. A black belt in gayness. Interesting. Dollar store Andrew Tate. Frieza gonna murk this. Yeah, he's gonna blow me up. And they're not gonna wish me back. Andrew Tate's more zesty, brother. I don't know how you get more zesty than the Tate brothers. Okay, we'll do another Tate. We got another Tate. That's 3. What would you say your strength? What is your strength in karate? Probably my creativity and agility. I was a professional dancer, so I don't need, like, a lot of karate people, and some of it's the stance, right? But some of them lean back really far to get up to the head. But I don't need to, and I'm not even warmed up. You know, like I can easily hit my own head level without significantly shifting my balance. So I can like kind of kick out of nowhere. Did the Karate Masters pack hog? Interesting question. We got to ask Jesse Enkamp. Look in the mirror and see for yourself. Listen, don't worry about my hog, okay? What do you have to say about Taekwondo? I think they are specialists, and it is very hard to engage them in their specialty. I had a karate sensei that was also a black belt in Taekwondo. He would say, I'm gonna spinning back kick you. And that's the only move I'm gonna do. And then he would sit like this. And he's just, and not like, but he's just, and so I'd fucking angle off and come back in, and he just, boom, every time. Every time it was just right there, every time. Very annoying. Do you do top or bottom? That's kind of like saying, am I an orthodox or a southpaw fighter? It is tactically advantageous to be ambidextrous. Play Chinese music. Shit's about to go down. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bryson says Andrew Rate. Looks like the gay guy that gave me head. I'm straight, but he was definitely gay. That sounds legally sound. I think you're good. Okay. So we got another for Andrew Tate. That's four. Four Andrew Tate, one Johnny Sins, one Krillin, one Chris Judd, three Nick Cage, one Hogman. Kind of looks like a me. I've heard that before. Okay, I'm gonna do the me counter up here. Yeah. Is The Rock the best movie ever? Ever? No, but a very good movie. Classic. That was prime Nick Cage before he really got crazy. Does discipline come from within? Says Stay True. Uh, yeah, it does. Danny DeVito. I think people actually research who look like you and come prepared now. They want to get on the board. I understand. Well, I need to know because I used to think I didn't have any doppelgangers, but clearly. Andrew Rate, he was cool and not a human trafficker. Bro, I could take your zesty, but no kizzy? What's that? Is that no kisses? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Ouch. Danny DeVito. Okay, I'll put it on the pole dancer. I've never worked as a pole dancer, but I can dance very well on the pole. I'm not biting my thumb at you, sir, but I am biting my thumb. Okay, Danny DeVito. We'll do One Punch Man. I'm getting pretty good at writing backwards. Okay, One Punch Man. I'm struggling. I'm not really a One Punch Man. I like to play with my food, I think they say. I'm in it for the love of the game. Moist critical-esque. Oh, you're right. You're right. I am less hairy. No, well, I'm more hairy, less haired, more muscular, moist critical. You can tell him I said that. I'll fight him. I don't care. Moist critical. Board's filling up pretty quick tonight. Andrew Tate Cranium. His strength is being upon him. Avatar, the last hog shower. That's really good, River. I can smell your foot on that one. Yeah? Yeah, Unc? Shit's about to go down. Says he does that so his man can rim him easily. What makes you think I make things easy? Okay? You have to defeat me in combat. Dave Hebler was a master. Never heard of him. Master of what? Oops. Brother, I'm worried about your hog. Should we check on it? What the fuck? Are you my doppelganger? Maybe. Maybe Building Japan. If Nicolas Cage had a baby with Tim Allen? Damn, dog. Taekwondo's glorified touch butt. What color's your Bugatti? It would be dark forest green. Bet you have a big hog. Yeah, put that shit on Polymarket. When did you cut your hair off, Penguin Z? Oh, man. I gotta keep the boards closer. Okay. The answer is, wow, 10 years ago ish. My hair was already losing, like, I grew it long in high school and it was very long. And then I grew it in college and it was like, it got shitty, like, after a certain length. So it was already kind of going. Looks like Matt Heafy, you the man. Thank you. Only juice, you the juice. When did you compete in your last tournament? A few years ago. The last, I was going to go to the internationals the year that I really messed up my back, and then I ended up walking with a cane for the next like year plus. So I didn't really compete after that. But the last one I went to was it was one held by my Goju Kyoshi, um, where I competed against a bunch of black belts, and I won grand champion. Kata. I did some kumite, but you know, my back was getting really bad, so I wanted this trophy so fucking bad. So I did everything. Sparring, weapons. What's your opinion about Chuck Norris? Pretty dope, pretty good action movie star. Um, yeah, seems like a cool guy. If I key at full volume, it would it would it would bother you guys. Oops, went a little early. Anankata. It was legal until I didn't pay him $30, and it went downhill fast. Well, so I always get the insurance. I look, I look like this guy. I feel like I'm looking in a mirror. That's why I haven't been able to click off. Are you me, dog? Which one of us is the clone? Which one of us does chat shoot? Is the question. Put Dave Hebler on the list. Okay. Don't know who that is. I'll learn after stream. Dave Hebler. One. And I'm going to do a special little counter up here. Okay. My writing is deteriorating, but You made the board. Oh, Japan. Sorry. I don't know why I filled in Tokyo in my mind. Okay, we'll figure it out. Building Nihon. Oh, I saw more votes. Conehead, that's pretty good. Mur, okay. Penguin and Jason Statham Tate all fuck together and have a baby. Oh yeah, butt slap pair. I can still read that. Fun, huh? Bro said Conehead. Okay, Conehead will go up here. Conehead. Great movie. A little dated. I haven't watched it in forever. One for the Coneheads. How many asses have you whooped in your life? I mean, do you mean like in a consensual martial arts duel context? A bunch. I don't know. I've had my ass handed to me too. Would you fight Steven Seagal? Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's going to get his fucking body double to come in and do the actual martial arts for him while he sits down. He's going to, from a chair, sit down and, you know. Moby, did you rub one out? You're gonna have to put me on the board, bro. Building Japan. I was a little ahead of you. Caillou. Okay. Yo. In martial arts as well. Killionaire. Looks like a sperm. Thanks, Dr. Wang. Bro said Moby. Moby's made the list a number of times, actually. Let's go here. Two for Moby. I'm also in martial arts. Which martial arts? What is your style? Definitely not Johnny Sins. He doesn't look like DeVito. Yeah, some people use their votes to troll, but if that's their vote. More kisses, please. I'm almost finished. I've heard that shaving your ass makes you more aerodynamic in karate. Interesting. Great value, Andrew Tate. Okay, a bunch of eggplants. Killionaire, you got to tell me which martial art. Maybe I'm behind on chat again. There you are. Is that Murr from Practical Jokers? Yep, sure is. I am all of these people, actually. I'm so busy. Diddy. Taekwondo, nice. What's your favorite kick? Vern Troy's gay older brother. I'm a green belt in Taekwondo. Butt slap, I think you've already voted, though. Everyone, you only get one vote. Your senpai has returned. Oh, two first names. Oh, how are you? Welcome to stream. Had to mog just a little on Moist Critical. Yeah, well, you know. The man's worth so much, you know, it's fine. Is that black belt stolen valor? Oh, he caught me. Dwayne Johnson. I beat Taekwondo wimps all the time. They're going to catch you eventually. Master Murr. Oh, Matt Acoustic. Welcome back. It's good to see you. How's your Tuesday? Here we are. Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future. That is funny. I'm a karateka. Stormy Daniels' lawyer, Michael Avenatti. Okay, I'll look him up, but I think you've already voted. What do you think of a good grilled cheese? Oh, can't be beat. Dip it in some hot tomato soup. Oh, yeah. That's the way to do it. Okay, you know what? Let's bring Bob out here just for a visual aid. Say hello, Bob. He never does. You look like Sid from Ice Age. You go to Southern Maryland Martial Arts. Spitting image of the lawyer. Yeah, I'll have to look him up. Hi, my name is Benny Jr. You're on your shortest. What does that mean? Is that shore rest? Are you a navyman? Michael Avenatti. Thought it was Andrew Tate for a second. Yeah, BG. Well, you and everyone else. I've been called Andrew Tate over 200 times now. 200. I haven't been streaming that long. Okay, but there's another 6. You love Taekwondo? Never said it was weak, said it was specialized, says Dr. Shitzo. I like fried taters. I do too. I do too. I'm pretty good. I gotta keep this close. Gotta do some actual training tonight. That's like exactly my facial expression, everything. Damn. Sand pig. Don't send pig, it's okay. I trust you. I wish I never did karate when I was younger. It's the gayest thing. It's better to go straight to boxing. You look like Keanu Reeves. So now you got no hair, you can wax on, wax off. Exactly. This is a self-defense thing. He tries to grab, I just put my head in his hands, and then it slips right out. You know? Okay. And I ever say you look like Caillou? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we didn't put Caillou on the board from earlier. Okay, we gotta put 2. Right? I get so mixed up between all the different nights. That's 2 for Caillou. My name is Caillou, so very close. I might respond to Caillou. Professional boxer knock you out. Yeah, professional fighter would knock me out, period, dog. I'm not a professional fighter, professional dancer. Do ninjas ever enter your bedroom at night and twist your nips? Not that I'm aware of. But now I think you might be one of them. Which martial art do you do? I do karate. I'm a black belt in multiple styles. I've done kickboxing, Krav Maga. I did for a while there before the pandemic and everything closed down. So I, hammer fists, elbows, right behind, here, up at an angle, here, hammer fist, groin kicks. I've done thousands of groin kicks. Stormy Daniels' lawyer, Michael Avenatti. I will butt slap you, but calm down. It's okay. Boxers get taken down in 10 seconds. True. Every specialist has a huge hole in their game. I just started really losing my hair. It's no bueno. Why? Why, Uncle Rico? Why? Why is it no bueno? What? I had pretty good hair before I started losing it, and my head's kind of an odd shape. It's like this, peanutty kind of thing. It's your head, bro. Caillou. He bought it off eBay. Chuck Norris is dead. Yeah, that's true. Now he's dancing. Bottom G. See, didn't I call it earlier? With this treasure, I summon 8-handed sword. What is that? Divergent, divine, general. No, it's karate. He's doing the salsa. That was Saturday night. I was dancing. Stone Cold Steve Autism. Very funny. This fool don't know shit. I'm sorry, Mark. Is this Timu Andrew Tate? God damn it. You guys keep me active on the board. I can't do any training. There you go, you jokers. Is this satire? We will fill his sonic boom. Do not let him go for force. No, he believes he's good. Yeah. Yeah, because I've proven myself a bunch of times already. It's the black belt in dance, banned in UFC. Those cowards. It's all a lie. He's making this up. Yeah, uh-huh. He got that karate outfit off Wish. Is that going to win a fight? Someone can just punch you in your face. What are you going to do? Punch them in the face? Kick them in the face? Something like that? Yeah, Michael, we get it. Is he teaching us how to river dance? They will win so many fights. He does that shit in front of me. I'm fucking laughing and having a good day. Good. I'm glad. You weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. Do you think if you've seen someone in the street do all that black belt bullshit that someone can't just knock you the fuck out? Are you getting into street fights very often? Um, Anyone can knock anybody out. Everyone has a skeleton. That's what fighting is smashing your bones into someone else's bones, helping to do organ damage. Okay? So a 12-year-old could knock someone out if they're not looking. So don't bring that, oh, you get knocked out. Okay, well, why don't you fucking try and take the belt from me then? Go ahead. Back to dancing. Dance some more. Show me wax on, wax off. You're weak. Well, you're anonymous, so you're free to put your training on the internet. I'm taking notes what not to do. We trained him incorrectly as a joke. Do you tell people you got a black belt to scare them? No. I don't need people to fear me. That's kind of a young man's attitude of like always thinking you need to scare people off. When I was 220 pounds and squatting 550, people were afraid of me. And it didn't end up like really helping me that much. It just made everything more inconvenient. So continue living in that little alpha male fantasy world, okay? Stephen would eat. Yeah. Can you do a backflip? No. You kind of look like the kid from the show Married with Children. He's reading old stuff. I'm very behind in chat. Okay. Add one to tape. How many katas did you need to learn to get to black belt? It depends. For different ones, I had different requirements. I think I had to know like 10 plus like 4 or 5 weapons for my goju. For Shitaryu, what was it? I think it was also 10, but I had to do different ones. Um, we have another Andrew Tate. You know you're fake, right? Wow. You know that telling a man that put a karate gi and a black belt on and set all this up and hit record is not going to be moved by where do you think this conversation is going? You know that's fake, right? What an interesting contribution to the conversation. Q-tip. Ernesto, who's nice. Yo, Andrew, what up? Not much. You are number 9 for the evening. Boxing and kickboxing have shown that these martial arts are fake. It's not that they're fake, it's just that they specialize in things that maybe aren't the most efficient. It's not an efficient martial art. It takes years to get good at all the different stuff. Depends on how you train. See, a Kyokushin fighter, they beat the shit out of most people. But, it's because they spar. This is Andrew 8. That's funny. The fact you didn't answer my kata question proves you're not true. Do better, bud. Not cool. Dutch kickboxing is basically karate. Exactly. Kwangji, welcome. Okay, another vote for Tate. Hey, V3, how you doing? Highly doubt the credibility of a black belt on stream. Same goes for an anonymous person on the internet. So you're complaining about traffic, but you are the traffic. Bruce Lie, that's funny. Shuriken Zone, oh, greetings. Stream's going pretty good. Trolls are in full force, of course. Karate's not good in a fight, You look like a handsome young man, thank you. Cue ball, Muay Thai, Jiu Jitsu, I've done both those, they're really fun. Body Frame says, I'll break you as a white belt. Okay, buddy. Do it. Do it. Break me. Break me. I don't think about breaking other grown men all the time. You know what I mean? I don't have this like weird dominance play thing going all the time. Woo! He's dancing. See, my favorite moves are like kick in the face, right? It's right here. Pop up the chin. It's like an uppercut. Okay. There. Or you sneak this here. You go for the hook kick, and then you sweep on the bottom. I'll get Gus to show you what I mean. Dancing with the Stars. Karate can work in a fight. Ask Lyoto Machida. Yeah, and Stephen Wonderboy and Andy Hoog, who fought in kickboxing, and he beat the shit out of people with axe kicks, which don't work. Hi, Edward. Bob looking like John Kreese. That's funny. Study Kung Fu Taekwondo means nothing in a real fight. To you. Anonymous says Taekwondo sucks. Do you know what Kung Fu? What does it mean? No, why don't you tell me what does it mean? Yeah, Mark says it does work in real fights if you actually know how to fight. Exactly. What you see the black belt and you assume that I'm going to go for some spinning back hook kick and finish like this. No. See, if I get into a scrap, I'm going to go straight to elbows to the face and a sweep. Okay, let's get Gus in. Let's get Gus in. Do you actually know way of the kick? Hello, Angel. It's nice to see you. Mr. Clean. Classic. We got to get him on the list. Mr. Clean. You're a fraud. Well, you're so convincing. I guess I'll just quit and all the things I've done in my life are pointless. Is that what you want? Then you get double-legged and brutally armbarred. Yeah, listen, gloppy, sloppy, goopy, whatever. You go for the double leg and I knee, okay? Or elbow, hammer fist down. Done with you. No one's keeping you here. You can leave at any time. Please, moderators, block me so I don't get this garbage. Riva, listen. You're just calling attention to yourself, okay? You want to be blocked. You can just swipe. He knows BJJ. Yeah, exactly. They don't care. They don't care. Why do you have that training punching bag so you can suck him off? You're a fake. Well, you're annoying. Also, I just don't. You're not gonna move the needle, screaming into the void like that. Why even do karate? It's fun. I like it. Two first names. You got to watch yourself. It's not garbage, dude. Robert Whittaker does the same style. All good against a dummy. And you keep complaining that you don't want to watch, and yet you are compelled. I wonder what it is that keeps you watching. What is the animal desire that you just cannot control? He's a black belt in karate. Is he presenting something else? No, I've barely done anything. Karate's dominated in UFC, exactly. Hey, Sloppy, you gotta be nice, okay? Wrestlers did better. Well, hey, Gloppy. Not only are you getting a little too much with specific people in chat, but you can't use racial slurs. So, yeah, you can't do that. All of these guys could KO you cold, exactly. He's got that Mr. Clean cut like a commercial. You're right. I do keep it clean. All right. But karate does work in UFC. Yeah, again, they aren't here to actually debate or learn anything. They're here to scream. Again, it's like a dog that's been abused. They'll misbehave because they just want some attention, and that's the fastest way to get it. Bottom G got a clone. Lone Wolf, holy shit! Weren't you just doing the crane kick in my dreams? Welcome to stream. Can you please demonstrate your favorite kick? Sure. Yeah, there Happy man from Australia. Happy man to you as well. What I was trying to show earlier was you can go for the hook kick up here, but then as you drop down, you, instead of stepping down or returning, you step through for that guy. Okay. Works on a dummy. I've tripped people, I don't even know how many hundreds of times. Bro, this new crop of idiot who have never fought but think the only thing that works is BJJ, wrestling, Muay Thai, judo, and boxing are so annoying. Yeah, and half of them haven't even practiced any of them. Gay karate guy. Okay. Are you really black karate? No, I'm a black belt in karate. He thinks he's Hitman. You idiot. He lost to Sakuraba in Pride. Thoughts on martial arts master sensei Steven Seagal? Well, there's been a lot of allegations of misconduct. And then if you watch his movies, there's always like this very weird, forced scene with nudity. And it's like with a woman that's like 30 for 40 years younger than he is. And it's like very weird. So I think I could beat him in a fight. I think he's just hanging on. You know? Do you do karate? I do. Favorite kick? Genuine question. Yeah, and my favorite kick is the lead front kick because it's so versatile, right? Like, not only can I kick like to the face with very little telegraph, um, when you're up close, instead of pushing this way, it becomes like a punch up. So if you can get underneath the sternum, hit the solar plexus with the ball of the foot, really dig in there, you can sometimes get like a liver shot, right? Or you go straight up to the chin here. So the good thing is you just got to get your foot around here and then just keep pushing up and it'll slide right up. The one I really like is front kicking the hips. So if someone's like coming in and, you know, I don't want to get my leg super high, I'll shoot for the hips and, well, knock their hips back. Which, if they're trying to kick, it knocks it back or, you know, does one of these. Honey, I Shrunk the Tate. Such a noob, bro. It was Rickson who dominated in Pride. Stupid. We don't have to worry about that guy. Do you do BJJ or what do you do? I'm a striker. Bro, I got second in the Pan Ams in BJJ, bro. Yeah, Quanji, it doesn't matter. You could smoke these guys, and they need to fight in the comments because that's as good as they can do. I'm 5'8". Just BJ. What's the black belt? Black belt's in Goju-ryu, Shita-ryu, Ishin-ryu. Those are the big ones. Gus, I swear to God. Thank you. It's nice to drop a lot of weight and still be strong so people don't ask you to do extra hard shit. What do you mean? What does that mean? There's some dude behind you staring at your skull. Quanji said, I grew up with Mike Easton and Ryan Hall, and I've trained with Dominic Cruz. Stop talking to me about stuff working. Oh, it's Ken. Hello, welcome back. Handsome Andrew Tate. Ooh, I'll take it. Oh, real fighter would kick your. Wow, Ken, you're off to a good start right away. I hope you worked on some better material than last time. You complained about being here. That's 10 for Tate. Anonymous says he was trained by Steven Seagal. Yeah, Ken, we've been doing this the whole time, okay? Again, come up with new material, please. Quanchi, if you actually want to get smashed, come through, dude. These dudes are writing checks that their asses cannot possibly cash. Hi, 11. We're doing karate. Tim says George St. Pierre proves the principles work as well. The fact that Taekwondo and Judo, etc., in the Olympics. Yeah, again, it's like Ronda Rousey did Judo. People don't really shit on Judo that much, but show me how you swim. Andrew Tate got skinny. Jean-Claude Van Damme is no match for MMA. We're not trolls, man. We're telling you you're a fake. Goofy. Oh, George! Wow! I wonder if it'll work this time. How many times do you think you'll have to tell me I'm a fake before I just quit and cry on stream? How many? How many more watch hours are you going to give me? People who don't believe that black belts are dangerous have never encountered a true black belt. Exactly. And it's like, you can buy that off Amazon. Yeah. Well, you can buy a fake gun too. You can do a lot of things. That wouldn't work in a street fight. Dude, in a street fight, it's going to be the curb that kicks your ass. Okay? And then your ass is in the hospital. And, but hopefully you'll be able to pay those hospital bills with all that street cred you've been working on, Whoop. Bam! You tell me that wouldn't work in the street? He has zero power in his hits. Today. That's the thing. I don't feel the need to impress you the way you feel the need to try to impress Chad. I mean, Quan trained with Bruce Lee. Put water or sand in it. Weird face, bro is goofy. Well, it's entertaining, right? I actually trained Chuck Norris, and yet you remain anonymous. Interesting. How about ass kicks? Oh, I've done many. Is the 1-inch punch a real thing? Yeah, it's just understanding body mechanics, right? So it's like the 1-inch punch is not more powerful than a full distance punch. It's less powerful, but people just learn how to maximize the little amount of power you can get using body mechanics, right? So the 1-inch punch works like this. You have your Bob, come here. Your fist only travels that far, but it's not doing this, okay? It's doing that, right? So all of this happens here and gets behind the punch and then gets driven out. right? That's where the power comes in. And I'm like, I personally plant the ball of the foot when I turn here. I stay wrecking people in BJJ with my kung fu. The ignorant refuse to learn, and it is the burden of the wise to suffer the fools. We have Andrew Tate at home. Okay, well, you know, we have better suggestions because that's number what, 12, and I'm probably behind on chat. 12. Stay away from the heifer, and you can defeat. Do you think people Chuck Norris were also fake and not capable? Oh yeah, I'm sure. People that needed to believe that to bring him a little bit closer to them, so that they could justify, you know, doing whatever it is they do on the couch all day. Trying a real person, I have many times. It's very fun. What's with all the hate? I don't understand. A lot of men have a lot of things that they haven't processed or dealt with in their own lives. And so they lash out at others to externalize that pain. Any kind of externalization just to take the attention off of them. Gloppy, tell me where you train in your name. Well, unfortunately, Quang Chi, no one in this chat will be able to hear them again. Chuck Norris had no ground game. Why do you need a game for everything? Angelo says I would get my ass whipped in a real fight. Really? Interesting. You use inanimate objects. Yeah, this isn't everything I've ever done and everything I do. What I show on Tuesday night. God, I have to explain time and space to these guys. Okay. No, I don't just do BJJ. Nick Cage, thank you, Floor. In the era that Chuck Norris was fighting, it was full contact kickboxing. There was no ground game. Exactly. Yeah. You were just talking about Royce, so I'm just telling you I'd be better at BJJ than you will ever be. Guy bought the belt on Amazon. No, it's Arawaza. It's the brand that you see most often in like WKF. So you actually show us something. Well, I'm trying to get through chat. Are you a bottom? You look like a bottom. Bottom G, maybe? Chesticles. Oh, I'm very behind. I'd snatch that belt. Yeah? Go for it. Come get it. Gloppy's in trouble. Bro, you've had something in your mustache this whole time. I don't think so. It's I have white hair. I'm getting old. Don't use racial language. I won't tell you again. Do you have to full contact spar to get good at defending yourself with any martial art? Is drilling enough? You do. You have to spar with at least some amount of intent, right? Point sparring is going to get you some of the way, but it doesn't train you to fight, right? It trains you to fence, which is good in terms of being first. Here's the thing that all the idiots in chat don't understand about street fights is that it's not a prolonged thing that goes on for multiple minutes and you throw all these combos. You get maybe a couple shots, you get hands on somebody, and then you just like tackle each other, and that's kind of it. It's very simple. It's not exciting, but you do need to pressure test in some way. Drilling is going to give you reflexes, but you need to train the primer of those reflexes too. What at least full speed and like medium contact, I wouldn't recommend full contact to the head. What it does is it trains you to act out of necessity, right? So it's one thing to drill, like picking your leg up to like check a kick, but it is very different than blasting it up as fast as possible because you have to, or you're going to get, you know, taken out. It's a piece of food or something. What's your name? My name is Kyle. Two Punch Man. Exactly. Stolen valor. Wow. I'm going to roll you up like a buttered biscuit. I've never been here. What was that board? That's the board of the names of the people I apparently look like. Usually, the first comment people have in chat is who I look like, which is almost overwhelmingly Andrew Tate, right? The themes here are bald dudes, bald white dudes, you know, some with a beard, some without. Nick Cage is definitely like this profile part of me. This is just about being bald, I think. Are you a cage fighter? No. I got you for 3 minutes of playtime. I fought professional MMA for 20 years, so let's do this. Let's not. I have a lot of back injuries. I learned the style of the gun. Yeah, there's always one of you. The first man to lose a boxing match to the bag. I've been a black belt for 20 years. I doubt that you earned that. I would fold you like a pancake. Yeah. You and every other, you know, dingus that rolls through chat, you know, oh, you could beat my ass. Oh, that's probably fake because yours is so real. Then why do you give a shit? Everyone that's actually fought doesn't need to just like blast that they can beat the shit out of people because I've already done it. I've proved I got it out of my system. I don't need to advertise that because I'm comfortable with myself. Okay? You got to relax. Fake belt, you're so tiny though. I think a lot of it's the camera angle. I'm 5'8". And then get single leg takedown when your back is exposed. Okay, well then I go for the fucking guillotine or Ezekiel or a Kimura or a triangle or I sweep you or whatever. Okay, I don't. Can't someone just grip you by the chest pubes? Not really. I mean, there's not enough to get a really good grip to like really move me. It's you're gonna rip the hair out, but I don't really go for it. Don't know if you guys all realize all the forms of martial arts are very important in MMA. Yeah, no, they don't, and a lot of them aren't practitioners of multiple arts. And they'll, it's like, oh, but I do BJJ. Well, that has rules that are nullified in the street. Well, I do fucking Savate. I just, it gets wearying. Bro kicks in the nuts. Yeah, exactly. This has got to be pure rage bait. It's strange that you just see me and you just instantly become enraged. Honestly, I bet you can throw hands. I can, Dark. Thank you. I thought pro for 20 years. Try me. Have you ever been tested in a street fight? Have you? How many street fights are you getting into, brother? I don't try and get the cops involved and go to fucking jail, go to the hospital, pay some other dude to medical bills. I'm smarter than that. You and Seagal are fake. Okay. This guy would beat Breaker easy. Nipple strength. Exactly. Why are you fighting 4-foot adults? Well, because it's the only. This guy's like 5'8", just like me. The camera is here, and it's tilted down so that you don't get blasted with the light overhead. Okay, bro, I like you. You're funny as fuck. Thank you, Dr. Wang, LLC. I recognize you from another stream. It's good to see you. How do you avoid knife attacks? You fucking run, dude. You don't fuck around with a knife because you're getting cut. Best bet, take off whatever you're wearing, wrap a hand in it, understand that you're going to get cut, and just try and control that shit. But even then, don't fuck around with it. He got that costume at Spirit Halloween. Hello, shopper. Show us one of your kata. Okay. Let's see if I remember. Do I remember Heiku? I don't know. Let's see. Heiku. Hold on. There it is. Heiku kata from Rueiryu. Hi, Shauna. This is watching a free comedy show. Exactly. Exactly. This guy's weak. Thank you. Pee Wee Herman knows. Karate learn new things every day. No way. This is real. Pee Wee Herman is. We've gotten it before, but not in a while. So I'll put it up here. Pee Wee H. 1. Okay. It's nice to see martial arts accepting of people with mental disabilities. Very funny sci-fi zero writer. Dad, when are you coming home? Your mom's gonna come down and whoop your butt if you don't get out of the basement and get to work. Interesting. You're like the 30th person to make that joke. It's so funny that like the first thought that comes to people's minds, they're like, "Oh, this is funny. I'll say that." Not take 10 seconds. 10 seconds, please. Boring. Not my problem. Can you teach discipline? I'm trying to stop eating like a pig. It's not about absolutes. So You need to retrain your habits, right? And you do that exactly how you do it with exercise. You don't just go straight to lifting 500 pounds. You can't do it. You have to start incrementally. So if you want to diet or whatever, let's say you drink like 5 sodas a day. I wouldn't say immediately cut out all the soda because you're going to have this huge craving and it's going to make it infinitely harder to do it. What you do is you replace one of those with a 0 calorie option, and then you get used to that. And then you make it 2 0 calories, and then three, and you slowly work yourself. It's like the frog in a pot. You have to slowly turn up the heat on your body because it resists change. You just do little bits, and it's like a workout. You got to practice. Not fair. Your opponent is a white belt. He refuses to learn kata, and unfortunately, you do have to learn some kata to rank up. That's part of it. Kata becomes far less of a thing once you get to black belt. What's up, Piccolo? Are you the Andrew Tate impersonator that's always dancing? Yeah, yeah, that's me. I gotta get to some more training. Andrew Tater, okay. Hear me out. I'm listening. Teach me, sensei. What's the best martial art for a 50-year-old just starting out? Depends on what you're interested in, right? Depends on your body. How are your joints? Um, you know, I would start with whatever is accessible, enough that you can do it consistently. You can always try something for a month or two and then switch. And you can also almost always get a free class. So you can just go take a class at a bunch of different places and try it out. It really depends. If you like kata and doing form, like doing these things like by yourself, then a traditional martial art's a good way to go. If you're looking to like actually hit something and get like some muscle for it, or you want to burn a ton of calories, I would say go for more like a kickboxing, something where you're just going to be active a lot longer than like learning complicated, you know. Jean-Claude had a pretty good record when he was younger. Reported. No one beat me in a pub setting. I stopped at purple belt. That was many years ago. Should I use a baton or train? I've never practiced. Why not both? Why not both? All right, I wanna do a little bit of training. I'll catch up on chat. Of course, it would work in the street if your opponent isn't moving. Yeah, well, of course, that would sound interesting or wise in a YouTube live chat. And I throw a lot of my kicks like I did several years of Dutch kickboxing, so I end up doing that. In gloves you have this big thing, so I'll like hold it here. I'm a 5th degree. Amazon sells black belts. Oh yeah. What's up, multi-natural trash? Why aren't you in the flying lotus position at all times? I'm trying to release my earthly tethers, but all of the trolls keep saying I'm fake, and it destroys me psychologically, so I've lost my ability to fly. What about the 1-inch penis? What about it? I wouldn't know about it. It's all in the hips. Where'd you buy the black belt? I don't know. This was given to me. Goofy. Yeah, I am. I'm definitely goofy. Multi-natural. I can see that message. It's hidden. I think you might have deleted it. Can you do a Russian split stretch? I don't know what a Russian split is. There's some kids at school bullying me. Should I use karate? Should I take karate lessons? That's what I did. I took karate lessons, and then my bully tried to put me into a locker. I warned him that, okay, I'm going to fight back. This is your chance. He's like, you're going in the locker. So I broke the hold, struck him, and I was like, all right, let's go. And he fucking took off. He ran away, and he told everyone that I was some like crazy ninja, and nobody ever bothered me again. So yeah, I can personally recommend karate. Um, the thing is, if you know something, it's better than the people that know nothing, and that's 99% of people. I feel like you and Corey Sandhagen will get along. I don't know. What are we? Stolen valor. Wear a sash. Okay, Dr. Phil. I karate chop that like button, my guy. Oh, Scott, thank you. I appreciate it, brother. First time on the stream, super interesting. I admire your patience with chat. I'm trying to get to the point where I just ignore a lot of it and I actually train more. But this is a show and you're here to, so I want to address you guys. You're in the room with me. What else do you do apart from BJJ? Hey, baby butterball. Team of Andrew Tate. Okay, I'll put another one on board. I got to move through chat though. Taekwondo Tate. Okay, I'll do another one. That's a pretty good variant. I don't think I've heard that one yet. Dylan McQuaid. I love you, sir. Be my master. Oh, hi. あなたは僕の生徒ですね. What karate do you train? Goju-ryu primarily. A bunch of other ones. Take total control of my body. Blood bend you. What other martial arts do you do? I've done Krav Maga, kickboxing, I've done Muay Thai, I've done grappling. Bob wears my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu white belt. I didn't get very far, but my back's fucked up. I've got like bone spurs on my vertebrae, so like I can't get stacked, and it's not worth it to me to like blast my spine for the sake of random trolls. One hit KO. He looks like Lex Luthor. Why would you actively choose to engage in a street fight? You can't predict what will happen in that scenario. Yeah, because they've obviously not watched World Star. Okay, that's why. All right, what was the one up there? Lex Luthor. One for Lex Luthor. I like it. He's smart. He's rich. What's better in the street, Taekwondo or Shotokan? Oof. I would say Taekwondo. Knock off Andrew Tate. Taekwondo at least is going to give you good kicks, but Shotokan promotes super deep stances, and that's very. I don't recommend it in the street personally. I know a lot of great Shotokan practitioners, but hit the like button. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Another Andrew Tate. Spider-Man. I own a black belt. Cool. I'd let you beat me. Thank you, E.T. How much pain did you beat off to get the black belt? None. I had to fight people, but maybe that would have been quicker. You think? Anyone's been a black belt understands what he said. Yeah, exactly. How's your day going? Better now. Thank you. If you're smart, you'll walk around with a brown belt so people won't test you. It wouldn't matter. What do you do about claymores? Checkmate. Why do people always say run? The person with the knife is just going to chase you. Because you got to try, dog. You got to try. It's like, bro, it's way scarier than you have seen in the movies, okay? That shit can open you up. That is fucked up. It's way more dangerous than a gun because at least a gun is only dangerous in one direction. A knife is just like if you just fall, that's it. People who fight or have fought don't brag, they just do. And a real fight is less than 30 seconds. Exactly. Yeah. Oops. Didn't know white people move like that. Steven Seagal's best student. Maynard would be proud. What are you doing? I'm dealing with trolls. A lot of women would choose him over you, so what's your excuses? They're making them in the chat now. Uh, you know, they need to bring me down. Again, it's bully shit. It's overdone. It's very transparent, and it's tiring, at this point. Definitely Johnny Sins. It's the deep. That's funny. And you haven't even seen my biceps yet. Okay. That's one more Johnny Sins. One more Andrew Tate. Which martial art? Karate. King. Oh, thank you. This guy's higher than a giraffe's pussy. That's funny. Andrew Tate is misogynist. This guy isn't. You'll grow up one day. Or they might not. I don't know. You drinking sweet tea? No, it's like the Mio energy stuff. You have a thick hog? Who told you? I'll be so happy when Tate doesn't win for some reason. Yeah, I mean, he lost that last fight and he made a bunch of excuses and it was really, again, transparent. 2008 Kane in his prime would actually absolutely smoke this dude for the world title. Yeah, I think there's something to that. I think you're right. Okay. I'm going to do a little fucking around. Okay? I've been reading a lot of chat. Okay, let's see. See, I'd rather get the cross out first and then snap with the lead hook or, something underneath. Andrew Tate, okay, what's your black belt in exactly? Goju Ishinryu Shitoryu Karate. Tate lost his last fight. Go outside. Martial arts are the best way to get in shape. Yeah, when I was doing Krav Maga classes, I was burning like 900 calories an hour. And I did probably like 7 or 8 hours of Krav a week. And then I did another like 6 or 7 Dutch kickboxing. Did that for a long time. Did 2 more Tates. Okay. Oh, Sensei Spider. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I've been wrestling with trolls in the chat the whole time. Shout out to the mods. Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. Goes on the list. It's 2 for Krillin. I got to learn the Pinan Godan. Ugh. All right, let's do it. Black belt and bullshit, though. You're like the 800th person to say that. Again, it's like you think you're so clever, but it's like That is the first level that you're operating at. Okay. Pinan Goran. Okay, I call it Heian Goran because that's my deal. So yours is probably going to differ a little bit, but let's see what we got. Heian Goran. Say! Say! Gave you a little taste. Okay. Grappling or striking? I like striking. You should get a keyboard on your belt. Instead of blood bending, bend me over? I see you. I miss World Star fights. Like, why is Shitari obsessed with Kata? Ugh. Bro, dude. Tell me about it. I mean, my first Shitoryu sensei when I was a teenager, he was very old school. He had like probably between 85 to 100 that he actively knew, and there was probably another 20 or 40-ish more that he like didn't know or like couldn't remember anymore. I cannot do that. I have found my max is like 30. Beyond that, I start to lose them, and then if I don't practice them often enough, I'll forget. So I have a core that I like to maintain from different styles. I have a bunch of Goju. I only really do my Hanshi from Ishin Ryu. A bunch of Shitoryu stuff, Nipai Po, Basai Dai, Rohai, Shatan Yarakusanku, of course. Rueiryu, I have Pachu, Heiku, Paiku, Anan. I used to know Anan Dai. I need to get it back. And then, let's see, Goju, I know, I mean, there's a ton there. No art is better than another. Exactly. It's how you use it. Show that chest hair, Batman. Okay, Average fight is actually 15 seconds or less. Exactly. Would this work in a street fight? Huh? All right. Yeah, and here's the other thing about average fights, especially on the street. Again, if you've seen World Star, you understand. People grab. So there is no world where you start punching someone and they continue to engage you like that. They're going to grab onto you, and sometimes they're just going to hold on and like be dead weight, and that's how you get taken down. It's very natural. What's up, Bruce Flea? It's a funny one. Best weapon ever, nunchucks. Is it veiny? I'm pretty vascular, okay? I wouldn't say the best weapon is the nunchucks. It's probably the most fun for me. But the best weapon is the tonfa. I'm gonna do a video on this eventually. Okay, here's the thing though. Tonfa, you can do almost all of the same stuff that you can do with nunchucks, right? It looks like a police baton. Okay? You grab it like this. You can do all of these crazy things with this, but you transfer all of the force from your arm through this thing. With the nunchucks, the cord is where you lose a bunch of force, right? I mean, you can still blast someone in the noggin with this, and it would devastate them. But these are much different. I can use them at range, use them to strike this way. I have a lot of extra range here. Or I can just extend my own punches with this, which means I can punch you, right? If you're some crazy crackhead, you got a bunch of weird stuff on you, I don't have to touch you. Also an advantage. Are metal tip nunchaku illegal where you live? I don't know. I don't know what the laws are like. I have, not metal tip, I have graphite nunchucks. Well, they're like aluminum and graphite. Do you eat your corn on the cob the long way? In BJJ, we put left lapel over right. Why do you put right over left? It's reversed. So I'm writing all of this backwards. In the live stream, it flips it. So yeah, this is my right hand. This is my left hand. So like your take on first kata set to give beginners, because penons I just don't like. I understand you don't like them. A lot of it is like teaching the principles that you're going to need to get used to. Hold on, let's see. Johnny Sins going crazy. Okay, I'll give Johnny Sins a vote. You got, I mean, you got to do them, but the good thing is once you do them and you get to the higher belts, you very rarely, you just have to maintain them, right? So a lot of it is principles. The first principle is moving in the direction of the kata, which is almost always the same, right? The other ones are just like, again, the basics. It's more about getting you moving and switching your arms, timing your steps with your strikes, right? Like this feels dumb, but this is correct, right? So it's like it teaches you a lot of basic principles. You just got to get through them, and then you'll get to the more fun stuff. I can't show those. Sub. Judo, sending positive vibes. Thank you, Tubi. Ignore the negative. Team Andrew Tate. I'm a 2-stripe green belt in Tang Sodo. Cool. Rip Chuck Norris. Okay, I'll give Timu Tate another vote. Let's just have a little fun. You know what I mean? Okay. I have been trying to get the back fist to work. Unfortunately, I don't think it does. The hammer fist kind of works that way, but I'd almost throw the fucking shoot though. You know what I mean? Pah! Get it right underneath there. I don't have to worry because I have no chin, so it's all throat. Okay, Bob, come here. Let's do some fun stuff for the crowd. I'm doing a lot of reading. Needs more intention between moves, but very good. Well, thank you. I'm starving after that taste. Timu Tate has moves. What style of martial arts are you doing? I'm doing karate. He's got his jammies on, all ready for bed. Thanks, Snuffles. You're still going tonight. Much respect. Thank you, Dr. Shitso. Yeah. Okay, let's have a little fun. Give you guys a show. Is that good? Scroll back in the chat and record that if you need it for something, you know? You know what I mean? We as artists don't look for a fight. We're practitioners of defense. Don't fight, stop the assault. Exactly. Jonathan gets it. The point is to not fight people. That's the whole idea. Okay. I started martial arts because I love practicing it, but I don't actually want to fight. I've been injured in practice fighting. Okay, the kind of injuries that you can end up with, life-altering injuries, it is not worth how cool you think you will feel until 5 seconds in. All right? So relax. Everyone relax. Okay? See, and I like the idea of throwing the hook kick more like an actual hook punch instead of the hook being like out here. It's got to be like that. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can catch this. Under the here. I heard that there's some grappling in karate. Is that true? What grappling do you learn? You learn, well, here's the thing. Most, like, the blocks that we do where it's like these big circles, or it's like crossing, people will say that, like, you block with the first hand and then open with the second, right? So it's like slipping and then opening up, right? So that's one interpretation. Okay, but the other one is that it's breaking it. So if someone grabs you here, right, you have to get your other hand, right, in front of your own and break the grip, right? So it's like doing a. It's hard to demonstrate because Bob doesn't have hands, but you can get these sort of like things where you can pin things by crossing over, right? So this a lot of times is breaking a grip, and that because that's where karate is fought. It's here, right? Anyone that says hikite is pulling someone in here, that's not very far. And we do have moves like rasen uke, right? Wrapping block this way. I'm showing you because it's hard. Rasen uke is from Seisan. Okay, so you wrap here and you pop the elbow up. I'm doing this essentially. Jonathan, I'm gonna have to disagree. Gun is better. Well, okay, yeah. Well then I choose Death Star. Okay, so now I win every single imaginary conflict. Okay, looks slippery. It is. This man is my respect. First time viewer. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's Kung Fu Louie. I do Taekwondo, but I do realize how fighting styles still mostly have things in common. Like side or round kicks, almost every style. Exactly. It's all the same. Ultimately, we all have the same equipment, right? Two of these, two of these. There's only so many angles that it really works in. So there's just different ways of approach, different training styles, right? That's all it is. I have a fuchsia belt. Nunchucks are illegal in all states. What we doing here? Basement Tate. God, he even talks like him. Really? Really? I don't know that that's true. Poisonally, I don't know that that's true. Back fist is faster when it extends to finger flick. Like that? Are you like, or are you talking like this way? He gave you the look. Now you have to fight him. The third Tate brother? Okay. The 5, 10, 15, 20. The 24th person in chat tonight to say Andrew Tate. Can you beat Bruce Lee? Well, considering he's dead, yeah, I think I can now. I think Tate just called you a wimp. I'll fight Tate. I don't give a shit. I was sparring and a 300+ pound guy did an illegal throw on me. Sensei was angry. His weight seems a little, maybe unnecessary. See, I just cannot operate without working in some kind of like hand fighting. Because I do that in my kickboxing. Like I will manipulate the hand and like sit on it and trap it, right? If you can get your elbow past, you can pull that away pretty easy and open up, right? Thank you for recognizing. You're welcome, John. Ideas for sparring competitions. I got one like May 16th. Okay. My best sparring tips, again, I'm working on a video for this, but I'll give you the tips now. If it's a point style fighting thing, either in the first or second round, you want to fire off immediately after they signal go. Okay, so if you do it the first round, it's sort of a dominance thing, right? You bow to everyone. It's like, okay, all right, let's start. Okay, and bam! Go as lightning fast as possible immediately. Then in round 2, you start off really slow, right? It's like Hajime, and then you kind of back off and you kind of wait. This person's going to be like kind of psyched out of like, when's he going to go, you know? Or you do it the second round. So first you establish a rhythm of your strikes. A little bit slower, you hold back. And then in the second round, you blitz him a lot faster. Also, I would go for ashibarai, foot sweeps, if you can. Usually in point style competition, a sweep and a strike is worth 3 points. It's the same as a head kick. And you don't have to lift your leg up super high to do that. You can just take it, right? So those are my main tips. It could end with a simple front kick. Exactly. Do that on a live person. I have. Blaze Walson. I have. Many times. Okay, look at this. Look at this. All right. Most people, to throw a head kick, have to be like back here, right? I can throw from very close. Okay, I'm in his range. Okay, I'm in grappling range, but I can go directly up here. Or, watch this. I can go directly up from extremely close. Okay, this is a Kyokushin karate thing, right? They kick very close. They kick very hard with the shins. Okay, it's not with the ends of the feet. And you just blast it straight up like that, right? They don't punch to the head, they go to the collarbone, but I wish sports sparring had more close-up grappling during matches. Yeah, hockey fighting is the like penultimate human fighting. Is grab it on. Okay, here's the other thing too in street fights, because I've actually watched them. People that throw front kicks in street fights against untrained people, their first instinct with no training at all is to catch the kick. If you hit somebody with something, their first instinct is to latch on to it. Okay, as babies, that is our first thing we ever learn. When two women fight, okay, generally speaking, there's a big hair grab and then something like this, right? It holds people in place. It gives you a target, right? I can have my eyes closed and I know where Bob's head is because I'm holding it. What is your martial art and how many years have you had your black belt, sir? This is my karate black belt. It took me about 4.5, 5 years to get it. I got a couple of them. I've had it for three years, I think. Most opponents in the street don't know anything. That's the advantage of practice. Exactly, Jonathan. You understand. Finger flick. Relax more. More. Like Shorin-ryu style. I guess you go for the eyes. That's pretty good. My girlfriend broke up with me. What's a good way to knock out a guy? Here's the thing, brother. If you're trying to knock out someone she left you for, she was complicit in that more than he was. But hitting a heavy bag is very therapeutic. Okay, I would highly recommend it. Most boxing places will give you a free trial. If you want to go in and you explain like I'd like a free trial class, I just got broken up with or something, you'll get hooked up with. You know what I mean? And it's worth it. Like I did karate when I was younger, but really didn't like the kata. I was wondering what you think about them. Why karate over something like Muay Thai? With all due respect, I've already done them, and so it's like for me, those arts are about learning some very basic things and then repping them out a bunch, which I've already done. Right? I've already done. I don't even know how many Muay Thai style, pivoting, ball of the foot, shin, baseball bat, roundhouse kicks I did for years on aqua bags, on long, the full floor, like floor length bags. I've done it. So it's like I'm not at the point in my training life where I need a ton of reps to be tough. I'm just playing with like technical things and ease, right? So I'm now trying to reduce effort and maintain skill level more than blasting stuff. And so like I just can't blast stuff with all my injuries every day. So, doing kata is fun. I'm a professional dancer, so it's like I'm already a movement performer, you know. Would you fight Mike Tyson? It depends. Is he paid to throw it like the fucking Logan Paul? Krillin, but didn't get Android 18. Yeah, yeah. So much worse. That's the thing. Everyone clowns on Krillin. He's got unique moves and he got a baddie. Okay. Barefooted, I front snapped the bottom of a heavy bag filled with water. I felt a sting in my armpits. That shit hurt so bad. You probably hit a nerve, brother. Yeah, and water's different because water returns. That's the thing about the aqua bags. They feel really good to hit, but they give you a lot of like that wave comes back at you, right? So it's great for conditioning your bones and muscles, right? It's low impact, but it gives you still like a lot of compression through that angle that you want for those healthy bones. I'm black belt in karate. Would you fight Chuck Norris? Well, now that he's gone, sure. I seen you on a cooking show with Chef Ramsay before. I swear to God, I haven't. I'm sorry. I wish. It's almost like the guy in the black belt. Guy in the black can't fight back. Yeah, it is. It exactly is like that. Do a Hadouken. Andrew Tate's little cousin. Those tournaments are huge. Peak brain rot. Really? Black gis are acceptable in BJJ. Why only white in karate? Do any rank or people or styles of karate use black gis? I like them because not blood or sweat stains on them. Dude, tell me about it. Like, I have bled through, I think, 4 different gis where I just could not get the blood out. And I still have a little bit of blood that's like permanently in one of my favorite gi tops. I just can't get rid of it. Huge. But in a lot of traditional styles, it's mostly white. However, for a lot of weapon systems, they will do a black gi top and white gi pants for some, right? So I've seen it before, but it's usually only for weapons. So like in tournaments when they compete, they'll have the white gi and they'll do their fucking katas, but then when they switch to weapons, they'll switch the gi tops as well. Um, I've my first dojo was I was being taught by the Green Power Ranger. No big deal. We had black gis there, but black gis are very common in American karate styles, which usually just blends. You know, I got a tip for you, just a tip. Redirect opponent's arms, sidestep, and flick the eye. I also kicked a man with a fall away back kick. Oh, nice. This way. That's dope. Yeah, and I've done in sparring sometimes. Again, I can only really do this in kickboxing because leg kicks in a lot of karate styles they don't do them. But if someone's heavy on their legs, right, you can step on the thigh and not only push them back, but push yourself back a little bit too. So I'd like kind of work my way in, just kind of overwhelm them, and then do one of those. You can also do you push off of this guy, and then you throw a kick out of it, right? So you can throw the kick, step on him, kick that way. What's your stance in sparring? Do you spar often in your forms of karate? I know Kyokushin is focused on sparring, but I'm not familiar with the other stuff. I mean, right now I'm not sparring anybody, but you know, it was always a focus in the dojos I've been, some more than others. And I've been in dojos that were the point fighting, you know, where it's like, and then it's like, okay, it's not my favorite. I prefer the like, because I want to build combos, right? And I want to like build up feints and strategy and, you know, certain things you can't just, you shouldn't just throw a question mark kick at it, like out of the gate. The point is to like, it's a trick kick. It's like a to fool them. So you need to like set it up anyway. You're a black belt in karaoke. Dummy don't hit back, as far as you know. Andrew Tate's 12-year-old son. Interesting. So original. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to catch up on chat. This guy's untrained. Interesting. Timu black belt. Can I just buy in the store? Yeah, you totally can. He has more experience than you could ever achieve. Wow, Lieutenant Dark. Damn, thank you. I can flick an eye immediately. Nice, Jonathan. You would probably join a class and quit because it's too hard or you get too bored. That's right. They probably would. Well, they couldn't bring themselves to show up and potentially lose their balance one time. Why are your ears not small? They're very small. They're so tiny. I'm sick of these trolls. Try fighting this. Exactly. Let's just get it over with and fuck. You know what I mean? By the way, I'm the guy that comments on your last live stream. You probably already know that. I factory reset my phone for reasons. All right, Multi, no problem. Welcome back. I did know that, yeah. Okay, something about Israel. Do you train at a dojo? I'd love to come in for a day and train with you if you're comfortable sharing which dojo. I'm in the process of getting my own thing started up, so I'm between dojos / my own dojo. But I'm trying not to give out my location just yet because a lot of trolls tell me they are just going to shoot me or something. So, you know, I got to be kind of careful, but I'm definitely planning some kind of like seminar tour. I want to get out to maybe some tournaments or something, meet some people in the community. Nobody can move when you step on his foot. Exactly. And no one talks about that stuff. No one, it's like totally legitimate. You know what else is legitimate? Push. Shoving somebody. No one talks about it because that's not a combat sport technique, but it fucking works. That's why everyone opens with it. Gonna pass out tonight. Oh, Spider, thank you for joining stream. I appreciate it. Dancing is an art form. My cousin Randy used to dance down at the Purple Pelican and make dang good money. You have my respect. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. And you have mine. Dude really put on a gi for YouTube sweats. Hyper gay. If the first thing you think is hyper gay, that says a lot more about you than it does me, brother. Okay. Fall away back kick is nasty. Fart box McClintock. I appreciate your content. Please keep up the streams. Oh, yes, I will, Lieutenant. Despite the trolls' relentless attacks, I will. I will. Okay. See, I don't even like, honestly, most of my favorite attacks aren't even like punches. It's going to be getting control of these hands, climbing over for an elbow, you know, going for a knee, something like that, going for the takedown, you know, this way. I can do that crazy ass judo stuff where you like jump and then swing, toss the person, something like that. But I like to keep my hands on here. Because then they get comfortable with it, right? At first they're like, ugh, ugh. But then they just they just don't care, and then you can just completely over the top. Did you used to go to Taekwondo? No. Obviously, you can buy the belt. People, you think when you earn the belt legitimately, it just appears. Yeah. No, they speak from ignorance. They know not what they do. Get awesome from Dollar General to remove red stains. I use like usually there's like hydrogen peroxide. I use like an action gel. I've used Grandma's Secret Remover. There's a lot of stuff. It's Prince Rogaine. No contact tournaments, full contact, and it's all about self-defense. If in doubt, do the simple sidestep and run as a good one. Yeah. Or you do the side kick. All right. Again, I like the front kick again because it's like for a roundhouse. Not really. I can throw a roundhouse this way. See, I'm going this way, not this way. I'm going up here. Different from the front kick. If they look the same, that's the point. How many takedowns like Osotogari and Tai Otoshi are in your style? There are many. I mean, there's a lot just in the kata of like, in the first kata, right? Spiders would have loved this one. In the first kata, the end is like, okay, now that is a takedown. It looks, everyone focuses on this and they're like, oh, it's a karate. No, let me show you. Let me show you. That's why we have Gus. Okay, so legs here. So what I'm going to do is essentially slide in to Gus's DMs and take him down with my body weight, right? So it's this. It's this. Not karate chop him. Move this way. So that you take him over the back, right? I'll show you from the other side. It's a little bit easy to see. So you're here. I'm going to slide in with my leg in front of his, and then my arm behind him so that I can move him over the fulcrum that is my leg. Okay? So, and you can really just jam it into people, you know what I mean? Like you just hit them really hard with that, shoulder check them a bit. That's when it really works. Okay, so even if you don't really flip them over the back, you can knock them this way. Gus, I swear to God. Definition of try hard. It's my favorite dancing bird. Hello. How is he a try hard? These people will say anything. Like they'll say, "Get a job." I have 2 jobs. Well, you're probably in your mom's basement. No, this is my place. Well, you probably never done MMA. I have. Well, well. They keep moving the goalpost because the point isn't to make an argument. The point is to argue. They want someone to validate their. They want someone to engage. Do you have to spar full contact in any martial art for self-defense purposes? Is drilling enough? You asked this before, but only if you drill in like almost live, like, and it's not like even full contact, but you have to actually try and hit someone in the face at full speed and have someone try and do it back to you. You don't need to take heavy shots, and you shouldn't, but you should know what it's like to fight at actual trying to go for it speed. Where's the board, Daniel? Your kicks are horrible. Well, okay, I don't care. I've noticed that karate has a low guard that's going to be problematic against a boxer. What is your opinion on this? Show me the dim mock. Best Shido throw, and the one where you jump back is Uchimata. Nice. Yeah, this insane where it's like they do this flip this way. My opinion on the low guard is it's effective if you know how to use it, right? Like anything else, right? Like Taekwondo doesn't work except for that one girl in kickboxing that is spamming people with just side kicks, and it fucking worked. You know, it doesn't work until it does. So if you practice anything enough, you can get good at it. All right, but I like a hybrid kind of guard is my answer. So I have found that having 2 hands up doesn't necessarily help me any more than having this hand down here. And what it does is people, forget about it. It's kind of down here. It's like it kind of blends in. But like it's almost the same for me to strike the head. But I have the advantage here of having a grabbing instrument. If someone's like this, I can grab their jacket, their shirt, their arm from underneath. I can sneak underneath the guard here very easily, right? I come out here, I throw a shot up here. It's right there. So, and it's also available to catch kicks. That's the other thing, is that having a hand right here lets you catch almost every kick, because the head kick, you're going to block up here, right? Or like you block with like a Dutch style guard, right? And then this is where you catch the kick and when you can scoop them, right? If someone gives you a front kick, you scoop here. You scoop across kind of in this area. So it's ready to receive part of them. Because my game is not to like, my game is to get my hands on somebody and control them and start doing standing arm bars, right? Elbows and hooks, right? I might attack the neck, the back of the skull here. Form is junk. I don't give a shit. What is this ninjutsu? Listed on the Kempo family tree of black belts. You, Goju-ryu, Ishin-ryu, and Shita-ryu. Andrew Fake. Funny. The dummy looks like Eddie Murphy. No. Kempo's BS. Kempo's less BS than a lot of other karate places. Because at least Kempo practices like hooks, elbows. Like that's another thing that don't. It's in karate. It's in the katas, right? But it's rarely used, and because you can't use it in sparring, people don't drill it very often. I'm a practitioner of Muay Thai and BJJ. Started with karate, and karate is a very good like gateway martial art into the rest of them. You know, so even if it's not something you do forever, it gets you in the door, and that's enough. You know, like karate serves many purposes. For some, it's their core style. You know, for others, it's a stepping stone. Bottom G, yeah, very original. Where are you from? Let's spar. Let's collab. Yeah. You said collab second. Here's the other thing. It's like I can knee to the head from like right here. Okay? That wouldn't work in a 3-5. Boom! Yo, Andrew Tate, the bottom G is live. Wow. The least original person on YouTube has joined the chat. They all beat you, brother. I'm sorry. And look at these other interesting Caillou. Huh? How about that? Can't compare full contact fighting self-defense. How to control your adrenaline as well. Probably your breathing is the best bet. If you are a naturally anxious person, you are practicing getting an adrenaline rush easier. So you need to practice not doing that. Again, it's like you need to do reps. It's like a workout. You need to break the habit of getting the adrenaline dumps, and then you need to control your breathing. So usually, if you want to calm your nervous system down, you want to be exhaling longer than you inhale. Right? You breathe like that when you're trying to relax. Makes sense. If you wanted to increase your heart rate or your adrenaline, you would inhale more than you exhale. Right? It sounds like I'm ramping up or I'm going to panic. Exactly. Does MMA help with mental conditions and chronic depression? Yes. Exercise is huge. It has a built-in community, and a lot of people come into the martial arts from a place of suffering. So there will be a lot of empathy at a lot of these places, right? You meet some bros, you start going out for dinner or drinks after the training. It's totally worth it. Bro became a yogi. Looks like Timu version of one of the Tates. Okay, we'll put you on the board with the rest of everyone else. Long guard. Long guard's good too. And I like do a zesty dance, bottom G. You want to see a zesty dance? I mean, I don't think this is zesty, but you will because you lack sophistication. You would get knocked out. Well, you would get ignored on YouTube. Okay? Let's see. Tombe Potabouret, Glissade Assemblée. Let's see. Jeté, 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 jeté. Okay, Royale. Let's see if you see it. Ah. How's that for zesty? Ballet, bitch! You'd be a gold medalist, all toddler division. You've been following my professional record. He is not winning a fight. I really showed him. He's probably gonna quit karate, huh? Stop watching anime, dude. Do you have any newaza experience like Juji Gatame and sleeve chokes? I don't really do a bunch of stuff like that. I only really focused on the options that were available outside of gi because my grappling is to round out the karate is like, so it's like self-defense related, right? So I'm not going to have a huge top game, right? I'm going to ground and pound, make distance, and get out, right? I'm not training for a fight where it's like refs and I have to continue fighting at all costs, right? So it's like if I'm in the top position, I'm leaving. I'm done, right? So if I'm on bottom, I'm going to need a couple sweeps. So I have like a few sweeps to get out of mount. You know, side control is probably my preferred position over mount, honestly. You just have a lot more options and you're closer to the head. So Ezekiel choke is my favorite. What are the 5 tenets? Knock off Andrew Tate. Okay, twerk for us. I did on Saturday, my last stream, which I upload every stream after the fact. I twerked. It was zesty as hell. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 more tapes on the board. God, how would you approach an opponent larger in size and weight than you? I take it you wouldn't approach the same as someone same size or smaller, correct? Yeah, and so like I'm not gonna do really high kicks. A lot of people would think that if someone's taller than you, you want to kick really high to the head. You don't want to give someone with more reach your legs, right? Because if you don't hit them, they can grab your leg and just like lift it up, and you're gonna go over. So I would recommend calf kicks and or ashibarai, foot sweeps. I would not recommend takedowns, right? So you want to take his foot out from him, right? If he's huge, you're not going to be able to necessarily hip toss everyone, right? But everyone needs their ankles, and you can take this out and bring him down to your level, right? So you can do that just to trip him and get away, or you can trip him to lead into another technique, right? So one of those is going to be like here and then to the head, right? So you take out one leg, and as they step, and Gus can't defend himself. Most people, when the leg comes out, they try and catch. When they go to catch, now is when you can go for a head kick because they are off balance. For example, all right, got about 10 minutes left in stream. Karate gets you the most tang. I don't know about that. Show us a head kick, tornado kick. Head kick, tornado is what? This? Something like that. Robes. Oh, I assume you were here for my little demonstration earlier. Is there any way you could do a meetup or something? I mean, in general, you know, like I'm still working on getting the live classes. I'm gonna get members and all that stuff unlocked pretty soon. So my focus is on that first, establishing a schedule, and then I've already been approached about going out to do events and stuff like that. So probably that it's going to be probably too difficult for me to meet up with like just individual people one off. But as the community grows, and as you know, again, the more I'm able to grow this, the more time and energy and money I can put into more travel, things like that, more collaborations. Because I also want to learn, like, I want to learn a lot of the arts that you guys practice. I got to meet up with Quang. It's the he just has so much knowledge. It's nuts. Who's your original teacher? That would be Jason David Frank, who played Tommy, the Green Power Ranger, in the original series. The dojo was like 2 miles from my house at the time, and I was in grade school. I was being bullied. I went there not knowing that it was the Power Ranger, Green Power Ranger, spiky hair, all of it. It was super dope. I have a video on it. Go watch it. Who did you train under? Oh man, there's so many. And I'm not trying to dox myself, so it's like how far up the lineage do I tell people, you know? I like the video and gave a thumbs up because I like the number board you made for the names. Thank you. You look like Hades. Interesting. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang. I get that one pretty often too. I like that. Avatar. Oop. One for Avatar. Thank you. Sponsored by bail bonds. What is the board? I am new. The board is what people say I look like. Like I look like Andrew Tate, or this stream is peak. Thank you. He's like the third reincarnation of Buddha. Twerk. Nice feet. Thank you, Duff Man. Here, I'll give you a good shot. So get your screenshots ready, okay? Ready. Ready. I stick my foot into the camera and I lose a viewer immediately. That's so funny. Love the dance, very zesty. Did you do ballet as well? Yes. Ballet, modern, Latin ballroom, salsa, rumba, crump. Pierre says, re-MMA and depression. Here's also the fact that if you have a masochistic depressive streak, you can get the crap beaten out of you by hot dudes on a regular basis. Just saying. Excellent point. Yeah, yeah. If you're feeling like you need some punishment, there are places you can go for that. He's getting ready for his wife's bull. Interesting. Interesting terminology that you know. Ballet on a weekday, MMA on a weekend. Exactly. I just got my period watching this twink dance. Handsome Squidward. Drinking blood of your enemies. Interesting, Oscar. You're definitely never winning a fight. Okay, Fight Night Frank. You must be right. You know. All right, we don't have a lot of time left, so let's see. What do I want to do? I'll just do my numbers. I think right down the barrel. Being a light-footed fighter is very impressive. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. People see how easily I do things, and they're like, "There's no power in that." No, there was no effort. There's a difference. People asking silly questions. Bro is his own hero. Do not use ghee. Why? I've cooked with it before. To be honest, would you mess with him if you just saw him savagely leg sweep a toddler? Probably not. An excellent point, Tim. Thank you. You will never win a fight in life, except for all the ones that I already did. I guess you just weren't there for it, huh? Hmm. You're jealous of the six pack, bro. I get it. Cody, what experience do you have to critique him? Exactly. On the street, if you were attacked, the sidewalk is a terrible weapon. Flower Power Ranger T. Can you do the green White Ranger bicycle kick? His kick is very hard to do because it's like it goes out, and that's very hard on my back. I have like a partially torn ligament in my spine. I've got a bunch of like herniated discs, so it's just not really worth it. Why? What is it with these people are looking for someone who looks like Brock Lesnar? Because he wasn't that great, if y'all remember. He is a monster athlete, though. The Twister is probably my favorite submission. Again, this is exactly why I can't do jujitsu with my back, because there's dudes like you that are waiting to do a Twister. There's only one person who's actually pulling one off, Korean Zombie. It's 2026. So what if he has a gun? Then you pull out your much larger gun. Sometimes I have a little toy gun hidden in the gi for these sorts of questions, but we're 2 hours in, so impressive Timu kick. 70s called. They want their chest hair back. Yeah, except everyone else in the world that sees this as a sign of masculinity. So I think I'll keep it. Craig Aroni says I'm young and gay. He definitely fucks that doll. You don't know where the holes in the doll are. Can you end this chat now? No, but you can end it for yourself. Nice tornado kick. Thank you. It looks more impressive when you go really like sideways with it, but I'm just not gonna torque my back like that. Okay, what was the other cut that I was gonna do tonight? Fuck it. Let's try Chatanyana Kusanku. I haven't done it in a while. Let's see if I remember. Chatanyana Kusanku. Sloppy Chatanyana. Can you sing Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Hi, Brianna. Welcome back. Did this guy even show off yet or just talk? He did a dance earlier from Power Rangers. I can't believe the Green Ranger taught you. I have photo evidence in the video on my channel. Go check it out. David Jason Frank, legend. Rip, boss. Mr. Miyagi trained you. No, but Miyagi Chojin is in my lineage, technically. Michael J. White. Show me your feet again. Why don't you scroll back? Weird feet guy. Yeah, there's always Do you train with Gabe owners? No, I don't think I've trained with Gabe owners before. Oh, my live stream. Oh, that's interesting. Channel. That's funny. You have the Austin Powers chest. How long have you been streaming? What is it, like a month and a half? Maybe 2 months tops? Not that long. Fadeaway back kick to the ribs when the opponent lunges with the hands. Interesting. Martial arts has helped my depression a lot, says Lieutenant Dark. Many people do not address why most people join martial arts. Yeah. Sometimes it's for fitness, but a lot of times it's from a place of trying to gain control back of something in your life. Whether that's your body, whether that's your mind, whether that's, people fucking with you. Where'd you get the black belt? Apparently, people are saying Timu. I'm 64. I do martial arts in my garden. Circle stance, memories of the training. I'm already on that journey, man, where it's like certain techniques, it's like, I cannot do that anymore, So, but it's good. It's good to keep up the training. So, much respect for that. Thanks for the tip. When fighting, you go for the back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone knows my weak points. You think I don't have a plan for my greatest weakness? I would gladly watch you fight the dudes who say wouldn't work in a street fight. I mean, get me the popcorn. Bro, I would love that. Have them pay like an entry fee and we do a little match. And then I just sweep them and then just, pop them on the head. Old Man Pissius. That's a funny name. Iron Sack. Anyone else hard? Interesting. If you're in Chicagoland area, I have a BJJ gym you should try. Interesting. I'm not in the area, but if I was, I would definitely stop in. Jonathan says they've been robbed at gunpoint. Give him everything. That's what the books say to do. Yeah. You survive. Instead of this fantasy where you imagine you disarm him, and you pull the mag out, get the round out of the chamber, disassemble the gun like a badass. That's not going to happen. It's going to be like the memes where it's like, okay, I'm going to try this move. And then it's like, he's in heaven. That's what it's going to be like. Why is your shirt on, handsome? Hi. I love tacos. What's your favorite movie martial artist and favorite movie martial artist? Non-movie martial artist? Oh, man. There's so many good ones. Andy Hoog is coming to mind right now. Movie martial artist, I mean, Tony Jaa's pretty good. The guy from The Raid is excellent. What is it? Stephen Adkins, the guy that's in all the Boyka films. He's really good. Morpheus. Breathing is everything. It supports the core. You're right. Do a triple backflip into a cartwheel. No, thank you. Andrew Tate from Timu. That's 2 more for Andrew Tate. We're about to end stream, so you better get your votes in now. I'm probably not even going to get to the end of chat. This is what we're looking at. It's Ryu's special brother, Rat Boy. Wow. Wow, that's a new one. Hello, Nelson. Take the shirt off, please. Okay, I will before our stream ends. Put that shirt on correctly. It's flipped for you. Oh, I don't do the strings. Nah, not for me. I don't like the little knots underneath my belt that just like rub. It doesn't make sense. Ooh. See, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go for the figure 8 or the left, but I don't do the left hand as much, so it shows, you know? Sweep, walk away. That's right. How good's your ghost step? Is that this where it's like I don't know. I'm not my max explosiveness anymore, but let's see. And the mats are slippery. If you say 6'7", I'll sub. Well, there you go. Let's see, and then I gotta end stream. I gotta actually eat before midnight. Okay. So it's like this, right? Chris Tucker. I love Tony Jaa. Atkins is good as well. Oh, I'm catching up. Can you break 2x4s? No, I've tried hitting 2x4s. It doesn't work. I do what I normally do for knuckle conditioning is I hit this wooden block. Okay, it's in a bag so that I can hang it from stuff. But it's essentially a bunch of wooden boards, or it's a one big block with cuts so that it flexes a little bit, and it's got a leather pad here. So I just hit this harder, obviously, when it's hung up. But I don't punch 2x4s. It's called a makiwara. What about the art of self-defense? You are the instructor. I'm going to recommend hammer fists, elbows, groin kicks, foot sweeps, calf kicks, knees, maybe. But even in knee and elbow range, you're very close. So, didn't like Seagal after hearing what he did to the stuntman in one of his films. Michael Jai White is good. Oh, he's excellent. Yeah, his technique is incredible. Murray doing karate. That's funny. There you are. Okay. Fake news. Wow. I'm proud to be the first one to have called you the Avatar. Oh, and I don't know why I'm in fucking 5th position. I am honored that you would call me the Avatar. I very often feel like the Avatar. By that I mean all bald, no chin. Do you play video games? Yes, I'm playing Crimson Desert right now, going unarmed, obviously. The moves are so sick. I think that's like Jite. We have that. It's like it's this really weird. Chuck Norris would be proud. Thank you. Do you teach this? I teach lots of stuff. Sticks are amazing. Redondo is my friend for practice and cardio. Nice. That ghost step was pretty quick. Thank you. Can you tornado jump? I did one earlier, kind of. You're pretty good. I would like to brief you on Operation Hippo. Watch his chest. That's what you focus on. Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I tell, like, all, because students want to look you in the eyes. And then you, like, go like this, and they want to go low, and then you hit them in the head. So it's too easy to lie, right? Like, but I can't not use my shoulder to hit you. You were a monk. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Knuckle deep hardening. Not iron fist, wooden fist, if anything. What do you use to keep your lips moisture or lips from drying out? They are very dry. I wonder if you're being facetious. I haven't drank enough water this stream at all either. All right, let's take the shirt off because I'll do maybe 4 more minutes. All right, give everyone the show what they paid for. Tyler, you are the 100th person to say it looks like Andrew Tate. More like 230 at this point. Why the long face? Because I left my chin at home. Karate in fifth position. That's fine. When I think about bowing, that feels better than the first position, which is the Masugi position. Okay. Never end the stream. Ever. Okay. So let's get a muscle fit check. Okay. Okay, I love tacos. This is for you. Clear the notification that my battery's about to die. Okay. I'm gonna sub to you on my main account, non-trolling account. I appreciate that. Okay, so check this out, right? So, okay, so a lot of people think that they mistake the ribs for what are actually intercostal muscles. Like this is muscle here. Okay, it's hard to show you with the overhang, but this is muscle. All right, let's do a little back. What's your favorite meal from your mom? Ooh, that would be a crock pot roast with potatoes and carrots. Yeah. So, okay, let's get a little. It's hard to. Okay, I gotta not be impatient. All right, let's bring you a little closer here, so you can see what I'm dealing with. Oh, it's okay. Let's try this side. Let's try this side. Okay. I'm trying to get a wave going. You see the vision, right? You see the vision. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Is this real? Happy birthday, Richard. My friend is terminal and loves your channel. Really? I'm typing for him right now. He just turned 22, has stage 4 colon cancer. Damn. And watches your stream for mental comfort. I appreciate that. Shit, I should be more entertaining than just reading chat. But that's fucked up. That's crazy. You know, it sucks, especially for someone so young to be given that kind of hand. You know, and attitude is going to be everything. You know, so at least your friend has you there with them, and to be able to communicate too. It's like that's another huge thing. So um, I wish you a quality life. That's what I wish you. You know, a lot of people are going to say like, "Oh, well, pray for a miracle and all that stuff." Like, and of course, I would love for a miracle to happen. But I'm also going to say, live it up, man. You know, do everything that you possibly can with what you can do. I mean, I know that's very limited right now, but you know, now's the time to try some stuff out. You know, express yourself to people because that's something that people don't normally do until they don't have enough time to do it, right, or the opportunity. So, may this be a lesson to everybody. Express yourself now. I love that there's that message, and the next one is about pulling people's wieners out. If I don't see you again, good night, sir. Oh, it's Dustin. Thank you for joining stream. I appreciate it. Great body. I'm jealous. Thank you. And I think that's what a lot of the trolls like last stream. I was dancing around. I was doing a lot of like undulating and stuff, and people are like, "Oh, what a beer belly!" And it's like, really, like beer belly? Really? This is my beer belly? That's my beer belly? I'll take it. Almost as hairy as me. I'll get there. Hold on. That's my DBZ. Okay, let's get my DBZ charge up. It's got to be like traps. Okay, we got to. Something like that. I've seen bigger muscles. Yeah, well, I've had bigger muscles too. At my biggest, I was 220. I had 17.5-inch arms, 47-inch chest, mostly lats, honestly. Um, I have wide insertions, but I never really get far out. I mean, look at that shit. I had, I think, 27-inch thighs when I was squatting 550. Work on the relaxed finger flick. Yeah, I'll definitely think about it because I've been trying to incorporate more like open hands into my bag work just because I tend to just ball of the fist and just go at it. One day we have to go through all the videos in total count. Tim, I already do that. So, um, great idea. And it was a viewer's idea to do the board in the first place. So I can't remember who it was, but I do keep track of like a grand total. So Andrew Tate is over 200 now. Um, the next best ones are in like the 10, 15. That's like Nick Cage is in there, Murr. Um, Johnny Sins is in double digits now. But most of the others are like one offs or like Mr. Clean's maybe got 8 or 9. So didn't know that was muscle. I thought it was rib bones. Guess I'm ripped. Yeah, well, okay, there's this rib. This is a rib, but like the thing in between that I'm shortening is not the ribs. So this is muscle. The rib is in between. Okay? It's the space in between their like fingers. In the house and you're topless already. Yeah, Wing Chun, philosopher. Oh, it's always at the very tail end of stream. Yeah, I did a little bit more trim today. How much does your mom charge you for rent? She lives probably like 1,000 miles away. Ironically got hotter when the shirt came off. That's the thing is like, and I've been big. So like when you have big muscles, but you're kind of like soft, you look better with the shirt on because then your big puffy chest muscles make the shirt hang. And so people just imagine this underneath. But then you can like, you fill in the shirt a little bit more. But when you're lean, in a shirt, there's gapping, like this arm doesn't look like I work out. But then you flex it and it's like, oh, okay. Jack, bro, thank you. Oh, trolls keep strolling. I'd make you tap. Yeah, you would love the opportunity, wouldn't you? Wing Chun philosopher. Sometimes I don't know if I clicked on martial arts or grinder. Yeah. And I think that's honestly what's driving a lot of my, my view times up on, you know? Your parents should teach you trolls how to talk to a woman. Yeah. Try expressing yourself. Exactly. Nude warrior. Well, my ancestors were the Celts, and that's what they did, right? They had magic armor that they on because they would paint the Triskelies and the spirals on them in blue paint, the woad, and they would just go pantsless and well, maybe not pantsless, but they were mostly naked and just wild out. Daryl's a purple belt. Nice. Martial arts don't require strength. Yeah, kinda, but they kind of do a little bit. Like, there was a point when I was walking with a cane, I could not have used boxing because I could not have withstood the amount of force that my body had to like move through space, right? When you hit somebody, there's like a return of energy. And so I just could not physically take that. So there was a certain point where I was too weak to use martial arts, and I didn't have the grip strength to do any of the like. So I've been to a point where my technique was not enough, but you don't need a lot of strength to make it work. Bullshito. Wow. You're so inventive. Fascinating. Deltoid hair is crazy. Bro, look at this. It doesn't look like I have a lot of hair from back here, but I have a very thin protective layer. So technically you can never punch me, right? You can't hit me because technically you're just hitting hair. And then you can't hit my chin because it's technically not there. No chin, balding, you're skinny. They are tendons. Well, that's one reason why my biceps peak so high is because I have longer tendons here, right? So, and you can see here that I also have like a very thickly developed like brachialis muscle because I do a lot of like work like this. And that muscle pushes this one up and this one away. It gives you a bigger arm. Stop bowing. You're not Japanese. Well, you're not my dad. You are small. Yeah. Whatever you got to tell yourself. You need to eat to grow. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is I can't do the eating. If I could eat another 50 grams of protein and another like 800 calories, I've been big. I have the stretch marks. Okay, let's see. You probably need the other light. Whatever, I don't care. I have stretch marks. You don't have to believe me. You are starved. I can't. I don't have. Like some people can really let their stomachs go. That's the most I can do to like push it out. But I still like. So that's like diaphragm and all that stuff. But like I can't. I can't vacuum in either. That's the best I can do. Live like a lion, eat like a bear, and grow. All beard, no hair, classic. Can you demonstrate a reverse finger flick to the temple? You talking this way? So, and this is my natural sort of fighting stance. I keep one hand kind of low. I'm more square. So I can shift into like a Philly shoulder roll here or engage forward this way. Okay. So I would probably throw it from here up like that. Bang, 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 bang. It feels weird because I have to roll my shoulder forward to get the elbow in line to really get the fingers going. But I think if I can do this, trolls boost the viewer engagement algorithm. Exactly. And so like if I ban them all, they wouldn't keep engagement up. They're the ones spamming, you're fake, you're fake, you're fake, you're fake, not realizing that that's like I'll have 1,000 troll comments in a couple hours, So they're only helping me. Your ancestors were gay. Many of our ancestors were gay, brother. Let me talk my shit. Guns are cooler. They're cool. I don't know if they're cooler for me. Um, I prefer the smaller caliber, because I'm so small. 9 mil, 357 and 44 are really dope. It You feel like I have the power of a god in my hand, but it's like so much kick. It's too much to like do for a long session. I'm a black belt in karate. Open some Pokemon packs. I've watched those lives. Body hair shield, exactly. I've meant to say if one is healthy, it won't require a lot of energy to defend. Yeah, and that's again, it's where people. It's a very American attitude to like prioritize showing effort, right? In every other culture, mostly, it's not about showing effort. But here we make a big deal and like, oh, I'm suffering so hard, and it's like important that, people show their work. Not the case anywhere else. Black belt of downloading PDF. You ain't big, bro. I never said I was. Bigger than Country 51. Air weight. Well, I am. If I'm Avatar Aang, then I am an airbender, right? All the martial arts in the world can't protect you against a natural fighter. But what if you're a natural fighter that also did martial arts? You don't need to justify anything. We were learning. Is it true you jumped Super Mario for his coins? Who told you? He scrolls down the chat, he reads an order. Yeah, and I'm so behind. Go to a gym and train. I have. I've been to many gyms. I've been to more gyms than most people like take days off in their fucking lifetimes, okay? Why you bald? I don't know. I forgot. Ain't no way you got a black belt. You're right. I have 3. Would the reverse temple ridge hand allow me to walk away? That's interesting. The ridge hand, my problem is like the muscles that engage here at the terminal length is like not super great, right? So like you can get if you get like a good hammer fist kind of wind up, like bam, you can generate some power, but the forward ridge hand is the really powerful one. This one, I feel like if I'm going to throw that ridge hand, I'm going to want to be squared up so that I can counter rotate into that. Bro built like Gumby. Some people would kill for this physique. Go to a gym and have a peer-to-peer review. I have. How about you get a job? I have 2, and I'm not counting this as a job. Your technical skills are less than a black belt. For you. Why'd you ban me from commenting? I didn't. Bro, I'm pretty sure you can beat 5 people at once. I can't. I've done multiple person encounter training, and what you learn is that you can't fight multiple people. 2, maybe. If they're totally untrained and drunk, maybe I'll fight 2 people. But like 2 fucking teenagers could beat the ass out of most people. Just because more hands, more skeletons to bash into yours, that's a huge advantage. Oh, I'd stack them up. Bro, no, because again, they have double the hands. They can just grab onto you and then you're fucked. So it's like people that say that are the same people that say like, "Oh, what about a street fight?" They've never been in a fight and they're telling on themselves. Are you meth maxing? You look soft and small. That is to draw you in. So by the time you've been entranced by my figure, right? Boom. What's your bench? Right now, I don't really know. I don't bench. I do dips mostly for my shoulder health. My max bench ever was like 330. Airbenders aren't gay. Some of them are, mathematically, I'm sure. Someone stole his chin, so he learned karate. Maybe one day I'll get it back. You are not a natural fighter. Tim, I don't really value your opinion. And I'm talking to Tim Maloney, okay, not Orange Tim, which is how I know the other Tim. So much negative chat. Nobody can grab your head hair. I guess chest will do the job. But again, it's like it's not enough to hold on to. You can get kind of a pinch grip with it, but it's not long. It's just bountiful. Shut the fuck up. We are talking. What degree black belt are you? Just wondering. I'm a first degree in Goju-ryu, Ishin-ryu, Shita-ryu. Shita-ryu. See that one coming from a mile away. Well, I guess you would beat me, and then you could take over my YouTube channel, and you could just expose how I'm a total fraud. You would catch an elbow so fast, not as fast as I could throw an elbow. See, just because you don't see me throwing the elbows doesn't mean I don't have them. Okay? Elbows are my favorite. You're new to the channel, okay? Because I have a whole video on this. It's my favorite technique to throw for self-defense. Bam, 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 bam. That was half of Krav Maga, was just throwing elbows over and over and over behind you, over and over and over, right? These ones, well, they do it this way, right? The side elbows, behind. They even do ones from like bent over positions. I don't really believe in spear elbows, honestly. Okay, battery's dying. You can't elbow him, his chin is hidden, exactly. I could definitely take you. Many want to. 6'9", 350 lean. I beat you. We're getting 300 lean. Oh, sleeping dogs. No, you can't try the Bart Simpson. Stay out of the middle. You ain't trained. You are in karate. Interesting opinion. Belts, and this is true, belts are simply there as a sign that one can be taught, not a sign of a trained fighter. I have a video explaining how degrees of black belts don't really matter at all. But again, you guys are new. Okay, go check out my actual opinions on this, and then come back, work on some material. Okay, but it's getting late, so I'm gonna have to end the stream. I'm trained, bud. We're all very convinced and we're all very terrified, okay? My nephew could beat you up. Well, please don't have him beat me up. Lonely Ranger says, I'm just going to be honest with anybody here. The best fighting style is simple. It's easy to learn is boxing. Yeah, and that's an important thing is like karate's not easy to learn. It takes a long time. Karate is an art form, and it is like it gives you a bunch of stuff. Again, I have videos, but yeah, it's not efficient. That's not the point, right? Boxing's way more efficient. Wrestling is honestly, I'd probably put wrestling above boxing. I see red. Okay. Stop seducing us. No, I will never stop. Humility. Kung Fu Tate. We used to make our black belts fight multiple opponents just to practice escape techniques and awareness. Oh yeah, and we did it before black belt, and then as part of the black belt test, you also have multiple black belts attack you, just to hammer the point home of like it's not about winning. It's just about you just go, you know. I will admit being wrong, but I'm not seeing any technique because I'm going to end stream. Okay, scroll back. Why are you on here promoting your fighting ability? I'm on here entertaining you guys. If you want to learn from me, you can. You don't have to. If you want to laugh at me and hate me in chat, please. Knock, knock. Hello. Never got the ridge hand. It's a multi-fine bone area. I don't know of a hard point area to use. Sorry, martial arts talk. Yeah. Yeah, and Wing Chun philosopher, you're totally right. I I don't do ridge hand with this at all for the exact reasons you're talking about. These knuckles are very small bones. The ligaments here, and I've seen so many people slip ligaments, right? It's not even about blasting them or turning them to powder. It's about like if something gets off, you can't use your thumb. So I do ridge hand with not even the end of the wrist bone here, but I'll go up here almost. And so it's more of a clothesline than a ridge hand. Some people do it this way. Again, the people I know that do it that like that, they can only use their hands for striking. They can't text, they can't straighten their fingers. Okay, so I'm with you, Wing Chun philosopher, but yeah, I just do it as like a forearm haymaker kind of thing, a replacement for the overhand for me. I've never heard of this shit on you art. Chucks, you look so starved because I'm still here. I'm not eating dinner. Krav Maga is terrifying. What martial art do you specialize in? Karate. I've done a bunch of others, but I'm more of a jack of all trades. I'm not really a master of anything. What's up, Andrew Tate? What's up, number 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28 for the night? I'll give this to you. You got a better physique than me. Oh, thanks, dog father. I appreciate that. Okay. But I'm 42. Yeah, I'm right behind you. And a lot of this is genetics, like, you know. Okay, we got the me character, Conehead. Oh, Building Japan, the viewer. Yes, Pee Wee Herman. Andrew Tate, 28. 4 Murs, 2 Mobies, 3 Johnny Sins, 1 Lex Luthor, 4 Nick Cage, 1 Avatar, 1 Chris Judd, 3 Krillin, 2 Mr. Clean, 1 Danny DeVito, 1 One Punch Man, 2 Moist Critical, 1 Dale Hebley, and 2 Caillou. I'm so happy he reads comments. Yeah, and this makes me want to fight. Good. Yeah, sometimes chat makes me want to fight. Mog Drew Tate. That's funny. You couldn't do a lot with that weak chin. I think it is you who will have a problem doing things with the weak chin. Hit it. You can't. You can't. Break my nose. Okay? Pow right in the kisser. But you will never knock me out, buddy. Okay? And look at this shoulder that I can hide behind. Okay? Look at this. Look at that. You can't hit shit. All right, see you, bro. Os St. Pierre. Thank you for joining chat. Notice he has an answer for everything. This is Bullshito 101. You are old enough to have been through the whole UFC thing. Not one mention of this guy anywhere. Yeah, because I wasn't in the UFC, that means everything I've said is fake. Wow. I've never heard of you. What does that mean? Shave your chest. No, people will be mad. Can we watch you wrestle Gabe Owners in bed? Looks like a Wii character. Okay, I'll add one to the Wii Sports guy, the bald guy with the beard. I know. Nobody has to listen. Yeah, but they like to. They have the cognitive dissonance. I'm here to hate. Bro has never punched anyone. Thank you for Ridge Hand lesson. Oh, of course. Oh, the UK is a guy. Yeah, Wasif. Yeah, I've seen him on live too. Except at least this guy's able to talk. I don't think I've ever seen Wasif address chat at all. He's totally in his own world. Watch Wing Chun versus. I've been consuming a lot of Wing Chun content. I absolutely love this energy. I'm happy to have stumbled on this page. Thank you, Scott Allen. I would love to sit and have a conversation with this man. His outlook is interesting and intriguing for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been around, and that's one thing that the dancing did for me is we toured internationally. So in a very short amount of time, I got to see a lot of different cultures. Uh, you know, I I traveled the world, so like I have a lot of perspective. I've just seen a lot of things. I've got a lot of opinions. So a lot of people don't get that much experience in their lives, and so I've just lived like multiple sort of life cycles. Gun Fu is my favorite. Wow. Who said Danny DeVito? 50 and in way better shape. Good for you. Yeah, there are many people in better shape than me. I don't need to be the most in shape. And for every person that's in better shape than me, there's someone better than them. It's not. No one cares. No one cares. Caillou is objectively funny, but no. I don't fight. I walk away. Chin perma-tucked. Exactly. Thank you, Madman. I appreciate that. I wish I could do a better undulation. See, I'm doing it with my back, but I can't do it with just the, you know. See, when I really show off, you can see. Okay. I'd take your butt. Well, thank you, Cody Sheldon. Throat chop. Look me up. Show me a move to use on my grandma. I'm gonna go with the lariat from Crimson Desert. You grab the head and then you sort of jump up and then slam. I'm back. Hi, multinatural. Yo, Sensei, you're back. Bro, you look strong. Thank you. A lot of people in chat don't think so. This guy's the best YouTube streamer there is. Damn. Really? It boils down to circles, footwork. Do you practice breaking toothpicks? No. He's a dancer. It all makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I advertise all of that stuff. Squidward looking different. This guy's so real. Please kick me, I'm begging. Says Lord Fart Quads. That's a good name. Concussions, many. We don't want many. Can we see your straight jab? Bare knuckle straight. I don't turn over all the way. If anything, I turn like a little bit in, but that's just because it's kind of like where my elbows kind of naturally sit is this way. I turn over for a cross maybe, but for the lead hand, I throw it straight this way every time. Unless I'm doing something funny. Pants off fighting now. You'll get a Turkish audience if you keep doing that. Turkey, eh? It's this intense self-admiration. I chill, leave some girls for the rest of us. See, and that's where all the trolls, they like, you're small. Meh. Guess who doesn't think I'm small? Women. And some men really like that too. It's just, it doesn't matter. I've been big, bro. The only people that care about when you're enormous is other dudes. And it's other dudes that want to get enormous. It's not even regular people. Again, for regular people, this is like a great physique. Okay? Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Like, this is good. This is more than good enough for most people. You're online too much. This is the hairiest specimen. Bro, you need to see some of the dudes from Greece. Where can I also get a black belt in yoga? I'm not sure. You're a Jeet Kune Do fighter. Nice. Favorite move is Thousand Years of Pain. Hadn't thought of that, but honestly, he may be the best streamer. If not, how am I? Well, I mean, I don't want to argue with you. That's great. I don't understand how though, because a lot of it is me just going like, da, 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 and like dancing around and then like doing, putting my feet up into the camera. Maybe that's why you won't with that stance. You can't fight. Well, you can't type. Took Jeet Kune Do, miss it? Yeah. Well, there's always time. Why are you naked? Viewership goes up 4x when I take my shirt off. Peanut head, yeah. You're not big. I know, you said that. Definitely can't fight. Little man syndrome. What about my demeanor, my tone suggests that I have little man syndrome? I believe they have a name for the kind of energy that I put out. What was it again? It was big something. Skinny is better. See, a lot of people. You are meth maxing. I was stronger than this guy when I was 13. Okay, that's cool. I can do a one-arm pull-up, but that must be a strong-ass 13-year-old. Well-fed and skinny. That's me. Yeah, John. Again, it's people that are jealous. They want this to be like, oh, you're wasting away, so it justifies like it. Again, it's just about pulling people closer to them in the social hierarchy because they have, very primitive sort of software running. Stink maxing. Don't listen or respond to people that call you names. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah, there's a lot of them. But again, they drive engagement. So, okay, I'm going to lose battery. Good evening, Kyle. Oh, KP. Yes, my dancing definitely benefited my karate. Before I did dancing, everything was really muscular. And I just wanted to I wanted to max out my quad strength to, kick as hard as possible from a chamber position. Stupid young man stuff, right? But the dancing, it made it effortless, right? So I used less muscle to get the height of the legs. So, and it made me more graceful. Also very kinesthetically aware. You spend so much time becoming aware of where people are in space that it gives you this kind of it's not like Daredevil or anything, but it's kind of like I can feel when someone's getting close to me. Ariana says, stop watching so many movies and playing video games. I don't have time. I'm doing the channel. I got my own training. I don't have enough time to play the video games I want to play, honestly. Dude, flex on your ass with that one arm pull up. Yeah, and I have the clip. I recorded it once. I should put it up just to shut people up. But it doesn't matter because, again, the trolls are they just move the goalpost. Anyway. Timothy says, one day the haters are going to find out he takes all this abuse so well because he has a 13-inch dong. See, that's the thing. It's like the little dogs have to bark, right? It's the ones that don't bark, the ones that don't scream about being an alpha or whatever. Those are the alphas. They don't give a shit. Okay? That's what it's really about. All right, I gotta end. I never. Oh, I got to the end of chat. Oh my god. One arm pull ups. That's kind of hot. I'll see myself out. I don't know why you'd leave after the hotness. Yeah, I'll find the I have the clip somewhere. I could do it again, but not now. Um, I should post it anyway. Os Domo arigatou. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you to the trolls. Why is he built like Andrew Tate? Demo a backflip. You're doing push-ups wrong. I didn't do push-ups wrong. Okay, all right. Os sayonara. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all the regulars that are here, like every time. It's crazy. I appreciate it. Thank you for enduring the trolls with me. I can't believe it got to the end of the chat. It's incredible. Mr. Roboto, okay. Can I touch your head? Yeah, sure. Go for it. Go for it. You look like Mr. Clean. Oh, sayonara, everyone. Konbanwa. Have a good night. And I'll see you later this week or weekend for maybe another Dancy stream. Okay? Love you.